Welcome back to the Edge Rush. Today I am joined by Ben Farkas from St. Clair. Um, Tell me a little bit about the season. You guys did it all with a new coach, but you still ended up 6-4. You still threw for 28 touchdowns. So
Yep.
tell me about the season and how you guys grew.
I thought the season was really good for a first year head coach. Obviously, I mean, I'm sure everybody who gets a first year head coach not really knowing what to expect. Never met this guy, but I thought the season went great. Obviously, yeah, ending 6-4, not ending how we wanted, but still, like looking back on an overall, just a great season.
Yeah, I mean, you guys made the playoffs. That's something that you guys I know strive for and stuff like that. And anytime you can win in the MAC is an accomplishment for sure.
Yep, for sure.
I know you get around quite a bit to camps and stuff like that in the off season. So looking forward, what camps are you looking forward to, and how important do you think it is to go through those camps?
Yeah, I'm getting really excited for camps. Obviously, the winter camps like the Prep Red Zone Showcase, the Legacy camps, those are all good for just keeping my arm in shape, keeping that skill and mindset in shape. And then summer camps, I love summer camps. I cannot wait to get back out there. I'm looking forward to going to Toledo again. I like going to Bowling Green. Those are always my two favorite camps. And then gonna go check back Central, and then maybe some D2 schools like Ferris State, Grand Valley State.
That's awesome. How important do you think it is to get in front of those coaches? I mean, just getting your name out there and just making connections has to be a huge part of it.
Yeah, it is really important because obviously I don't get to see those coaches a lot. So that's that's my one opportunity to go meet them, go talk to them, go see them in person finally instead of just texting back and forth, and just so they can see me throw in in person since they don't really get to see that.
Yeah, and I think it's helped a lot with having huddle and things like that, but still nothing beats an in-person evaluation. So
yeah, for sure.
Along those same lines, you're super active on social media and stuff like that. How important do you think that part is? I mean, like you said, there's a lot of coaches that don't get to see you during the season. I think that's a huge part of it.
I think the online aspect is just as important, making sure that you're staying in touch, not just a quick conversation here and there and then you kind of just disappear. So keeping in touch, posting all my workouts, let them know that I'm still working, all that. I think it's a huge part.
Yeah, absolutely. What are some of your goals for the camp season? What do you want to work on? What's your strengths and weaknesses that you want to kind of build upon?
I want to work on my being able to just go up to coaches more comfortably and talk to them, say my name, say where I'm from. That's what I want to work on. And just going out there and showing myself off a little bit more, I feel like.
Yeah, it's a huge thing. I mean, today's landscape, I mean, it seems like the recruiting landscape is crazier than it's ever been. You've got NIL, transfer portal, these coaches are looking for different kids, so it's definitely a big piece of it. Yeah, so what do you think the next steps are for your team? I mean, 6-4 this year, made the playoffs. You'll have another year in the system. How do you think that'll can help improve things?
I think that can help improve things a lot just by making playoffs. It gives us that spark that's still inside all the returning players. That I think going into this offseason, we're all going to be looking at that, wanting to get back to that same spot and just keep moving forward.
Absolutely. Who are some of the guys alongside you that are going to be big in pieces moving forward? Who do we need to be watching out for?
There's one receiver, Braden Schalk, who me and him have been. I mean, we've known each other forever. We played baseball as kids, and me and him are going to be this will be our third year starting together, and our connection on and off the field is as good as they can get. I would say also look out for the linebackers like Tyler Starr. I'd say he definitely improved a lot this year.
Nice.
And Jay Stockwell is definitely one I can think of off the top of my head.
Nice. Kind of along those lines, you said that guys that play baseball and stuff like that. I know you're specialized. You just play football. Where do you kind of fall on that? I know some people think you should just focus on just one sport. Some people think you should be well versed. Where do you kind of fall on that?
I mean, I don't disagree with playing multi-sports just because, I mean, it keeps you in shape, it keeps you active and all that. I mean,
you got the camp, so
yeah, that's true. I used to play baseball And then like once I got to my 8th grade year, I kind of realized that like football is kind of my thing. If I can take all my focus into football and not have to worry so much about like other sports, I feel like that can just get me farther personally. Yeah. Obviously, like having the time to go out and go to camps, having my time to work with my coach instead of worrying about another sport.
Yep. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, yeah, there's definitely two sides of the fence that people kind of fall on there, but
yeah,
I mean, but how did you land on quarterback? You've got good size. You probably could have played just about anything. So
yeah, it's a really funny story because growing up as a kid, I was really fast as a kid. So like I would just play running back, and that was kind of my thing, and I loved it. I mean, I love playing running back. And I remember coaches, as I started getting taller, obviously I was a pretty known baseball player, so they wanted me to try me at quarterback, and I just did not like it. I mean, I hated it. Like every time my coach would try to put me there, I would just like he could see the look on my face. I didn't want to do it. Yeah. And once I got to my 8th grade year, I don't know why, I just decided to try it, and then it hit me like this might be my spot.
So what year did you start playing football then?
I started playing football in 3rd grade.
Jeez. So yeah, you've got a lot of experience and played a lot of football then. I think that's super important too, because I mean now there's numbers are kind of down in football. So I think guys that have played a lot of football are going to have a huge advantage. But cool, man. Well, I won't take up too much more of your time, but I appreciate you jumping on, man.
Thank you for having me.